Good morning. Okay, so what's in my cup is Earl Grey again. And something I forgot to mention, yesterday, I think, I was talking about my decaf, and um, right before I made my video, I made my tea, and when I got the tea bag out, I noticed that on the box, it says on there that it was packed by Peggy B. And I just thought that was really, really cool that they put the name of the person on there, that, like, there's a real person that put those tea bags in there. And that just kind of made me smile. So, Peggy B, wherever you may be, I am drinking your tea. And that all rhymed, conveniently. Maybe I should be a poet. Probably not. Anyway, so today, I don't know what's up. Maybe because James was here when I woke up. I'm just in a really good mood. But yes, so my solo adventure for this week is over. And I've got my parenting partner back. And that makes me super happy. Although I feel like maybe being back is making him more stressed out. It's always hard to come back from being away from the kids and you miss them. And then you come back and within 5 minutes that missing them turns to like a headache. Not even a headache, just like these muscles up here just go really tight. Which, you know, if it doesn't stop after a while, it does turn into a headache, a really awful one. But, yeah. So he might have been going through that a little this morning. And I felt bad because I was probably contributing because I raised my voice a couple times. But anyway, let's move beyond that because I wanted to talk about something on Facebook that I commented on, which, you know, I'm not trying to single anybody out. It just happens that this is on my mind and I've been thinking about it all morning and just feeling insecure and I don't know, just not good. Anyway, one of my very good, loved friends posted about just frustrations about the 2-hour delay today, which is totally legitimate. And I think anybody who's frustrated with it has a legitimate reason because it throws off your whole day. Whether, like me, it doesn't really affect you too much, it's still, like, for me, it's hard to be out of my routine. So I would consider it a minor inconvenience in my life. And but for a lot of people, like, now they're going to be late to work, or, I mean, what are they going to do? Leave their kids alone so they can go to work and let their kids go to the bus alone? Or be late for work, or call into work, and I mean, all other hardship aside, that is a huge, like, messing with of somebody's day. If they don't have any other hardship, I mean, who knows what their boss, I mean, when we have like 3 days in a row and a 2-hour delay, I mean, could create hardship if you don't have an understanding employer, you know? So I'm really aware of that. But I posted like what I thought was the real reason for the delay, which is the kids waiting for the bus, because it's under a certain temperature. I think they don't want them out there. And then secondarily, or maybe even primarily before that, is I don't think they want the buses driving if the roads are possibly icy. And so I think they want the buses not. I think they want a chance for the salt trucks to go around all the routes before the buses do. So anyway, I put that down in much fewer words, and then other people commented and were just generally like having a a negative outlook on other families and not dressing their kids properly and blah, blah, blah. And just that the parents need to pick up the slack and we shouldn't have to be inconvenienced for it. And I mean, that's the general feeling. Nobody said those exact words. But, and what I thought, like my reaction inside was that, that maybe there's hardship there that we just don't know about, you know? Maybe the reason kids aren't dressed properly is because their parents can't afford it. Maybe their kids lost their gloves and they can't afford to buy a second pair. Or, you know, they bought a pair of boots and now the kid's grown out of them already and they can't afford to buy more. I mean, and not to mention that a quality winter coat is expensive. And, I mean, it's even expensive to get a coat from Target, a winter coat. And I don't even think those coats are particularly well suited for super low temperatures like we had this morning in the teens, low teens. I mean, not low teens, the single digits. Anyway, that's an aside. And then some people were talking about just not being a good parent and not being just not parenting properly, like leaving their kids home alone or not caring if their kids are cold. And I hate when I hear stuff like that because it makes me feel so bad, and I immediately am standing in the shoes of that person, like wondering, well, why? Maybe there's something going on. Maybe they have a mental health struggle that no one knows about. I mean, maybe it's all they can do to just drag their butt out of bed every day and get to work. I mean, that's a real thing. And, you know, and having been someone who ended up in a rather embarrassing situation because someone thought my parenting decision was not good, it's just hard for me because I just remember when that was like showered upon me and how awful and horrible and how I still struggle with the shame from it. And I just like to try and give people the benefit of the doubt. And not just because of that, not just because it reminds me of being judged, but also because when I get all angry and fired up and try to blame everyone, like that's a storm of emotions that I do not like to feel. I think some people enjoy it feeling that way, but I hate it because I feel out of control. That's when I feel really chaotic, like it could just become this volcano eruption of awfulness. And so I try to fight that feeling. I try to push it away. And part of the reason I do that is because I don't want to lose control, and because it feels better to me to give people the benefit of the doubt. Better as in the hair on the back of my neck feels better, my muscles feel better, my stomach churning feels better or not there. So that's why I come at it that way. And I know it's so annoying to some people. And so today I was getting ready to comment, and I did end up commenting. I did end up pressing send, post, but I talked about that I'm grateful that it's only a minor inconvenience to me, and that it's hard to really know what's going on with other people and whether it's their work schedule, their mental health, or who knows what, their financial situation that's causing the things that we're witnessing. And it really, that I think it's in the best interest, that they're looking out for everyone's best interest by doing the delays. And anyway, I just tried to come at it from that perspective of my gratefulness and giving people the benefit of the doubt. So basically what I said was I'm grateful that it's just a minor inconvenience for me and that I don't have any issues, severe issues that are causing me to be the parent that benefits from the delay. Although I don't know how it benefits anybody other than not endangering people, because I think everybody screws up their work schedule, their daily schedule, whatever they have. But anyway, I decided to make this video before I went back on Facebook because I'm sure there's going to be some backlash to my comment, because I try really hard, but I don't know how you can say that without like making someone feel judged or uncomfortable, which is why there's a lot of hesitation when I post stuff like that. And when I'm hesitating, I think, is this the truth of my heart? And if I come up with a yes, then I put it out there. I risk it. But then I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. I've been thinking about it ever since, and that was a couple hours ago. And I don't know, I just want parents out there to know that even if you don't have issues and it sucks and you're complaining, like, that's okay. That's okay too. It does suck. It sucks for all of us. It really does. And I can totally understand that. And I can also understand how it's frustrating when you see someone doing things in a way that you think is not right and you don't understand why. I do that too. I try to catch myself, but it happens. I think it's human nature. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's on my mind. And it kind of also made me think about how grateful I am to have this great community that I live in and this group of friends that I have here, where we can ask each other for help, and where people ask me for help and I feel comfortable asking them for help, certain times with the kids, and just feel super fortunate to have that in my life. And it made me think, like for everyone out there that's struggling with these delays and just in general struggling, reach out to your community, create a community. I guess though it's kind of hard. It's easier said than done. I do know that. I know that so much. but it's worth the initial scary discomfort, I think, because it just makes life so easy and so much more beautiful. So anyway, and then I also thought, well, oh my gosh, this is like a call to consider how companies could make life so much easier. And there's like this single people versus parents kind of thing that goes on. And you know what? We just have to start thinking of ourselves as a community, as a whole, and how, the single people will benefit from this in some way too, by, I don't know, increased property values, or, and by this I mean what I was getting at is companies could be more accommodating in situations like this, and not penalize people that need to wait to get their kids to school, or whatever it is. They could just be more accommodating, and I'm sure there's lots of them out there that are. But and that could turn around and make people much more willing to give of themselves in the other direction. I don't know. That's what I think. And surely it couldn't just turn around like that overnight, because I think people just in society are really skeptical and grumpy and isolated from each other, defensive. This is what I feel like our society is. Like, we're all on our own little islands, can't ask for help. If you do, people gripe about it. it's not really a happy way to live. And so I try not to live that way. Whoops. Okay. I hope that works, because my computer just tried to go to sleep on me. Anyway, just some little musings on life, I guess, and community, which I think is so important. And I didn't realize it until till we moved here into this neighborhood specifically and experienced what a true community feels like. So, and oh right, and another thought I had is this idea, not like a business, I guess it's a business idea. I don't know if it'd be a profit business, but just like matching up, work at home and work away from home families that could like help each other out. I mean, there's definitely benefits to working outside the home as far as like getting stuff done during the day, running errands, like picking up prescriptions, dry cleaning, whatever. I think that's, well, from my perspective, easier if you work outside the home. And there's things that are easier for stay-at-home people or work-at-home people to do, like having dinner ready and making dinner with whole foods versus convenience foods and stuff. Sometimes stay-at-home is easier with convenience foods. Because I know, because I do it. Anyway, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if there was some kind of service to match up, similar families that could help each other out in different ways and just make everybody's life easier, sort of like raise the village that's all around us so that we can see it and access it. From the phrase, like, it takes a village to raise a child kind of thing. Because it does, but we're trying to do it with, two parents that both work outside the home. I mean, most of us. That's a hard way to do it. And it'd just be nice if it could be made easier for everybody somehow by, like, us all contributing. But I don't think that's popular. That's popular view here in the old libertarian America. And ironically, I mean, I'm pretty libertarian leaning myself, but I don't know. But paradigm shift happened when I had kids, so. Anyway, that's enough rambling, I guess. Time to start up the day now that it's almost noon. So, hope everyone is having a good one, staying warm, and not too put off by this whole school delay thing. So, have a good day, and if I pissed you off, I'm sorry. I don't really want to piss anybody off, but sometimes it happens. But I harbor no ill will, I guess, is my point. So, adieu.